Hello and welcome everyone. On my Instagram channel I posted the question whether I should do an unboxing video. And the responses were great, absolutely stunning. More than, I don't know, but most of the people voted yes, do an unboxing video. Normally I'm not this unboxing guy. Yeah. Normally I just do astrophotography and use the scopes I have. I do not buy new gear every month or so. So this may be a rare video, kind of video. I will try to put more content here on the channel about astrophotography, the targets I shoot, what I'm doing, what my other telescopes are. But today I will start off with unboxing, as mentioned. 2 days ago I ordered a new wide field refractor for the summer season, obviously. A really easy, lightweight setup to do mobile astrophotography. Or even stationary, we will see. And therefore I ordered it's called 76 EDPH Apo refractor. I ordered a teleskop-service from teleskop-service in Munich, Germany. I ordered there for the last 20 years or so, so there's always perfect service, super shipping times, absolutely fine. But I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so this I bought it by myself and will use it for the next time. So, but without further ado, let's get started and have a look into the box. I already opened them, but it's all original, so nothing prepared or so. Yeah, I just cut it open. So, first thing, we have an inspection checklist that everything is fine. I hope this works. Documentation for the reducer. The system is sold as a 6-lens apochromatic refractor. This is achieved by three lenses in the front and a corrector consisting 3 lenses. Oh, and I see there we have it. This is the corrector or reducer, an f4.5 reducer for 76 EDPH. So I hope, or I assume, that this corrector is especially calculated and designed for this type of refractor. And there's another little beauty here. For the summer season I want to shoot nebula, wide field, dust clouds, whatever. And therefore I ordered also an Optolong L Pro filter. What the idea behind these luminance filters is, I think I covered in the second video, or third one, let's see. It just helps improve the contrast in astronomical images. So, okay, but now we come to the most important box. That's a really little one. That's a really compact box. It does not come with a hard case, like you may know from other brands like Skywatcher or Mead. Yeah, that's a fact. It's not a real problem for me. I have some Peli cases and boxes around here, so this is not a problem. But if you need a box, then you have to buy something additional. So, okay. And this is an absolute beauty. That's such a beauty. Perfect. There are 2 boxes, so it's really stable package. And yeah, there we go. If you like red, this one is definitely for you. I tell you, that's absolutely fantastic. I owned some other refractors in the past from Skywatcher, and also two from meat, and I love the meat ones all too, but this one here is another level, for sure, especially this clamp here. Dew shield, retractable, and it's also does not have a clamp, but it's does not. Oh no, this way is not tightened enough. So this looks really good. What we have here is a Vixen style dovetail. It's a bit short, but the center of the weight will lie here in this here, so it should be no problem also with a camera attached. And we have this nice grip here with a, I think that's a photo thread, 1/4 inch photo thread, and a elongated hole here to mount something, yeah, whatever. I think you can mount a ball head on or whatever, camera. Here's also a photo thread on the bottom. This is really nice because then you can mount it on a tripod, on just an ordinary photo tripod, and I think this is also absolutely fine for or as a replacement for a telephoto lens. With the reducer it comes to, let me see, 342 millimeters focal length, and yeah, this is it. This is fine. So this is the small reducer for the 1/4 eyepiece, and we have the hole for the 2-inch. But now we have a look at the reducer. It should be a, yeah, it is a 2.5-inch reducer. That means that gets screwed in the focuser. Oh, and this is also really nice. It's full metal. Just a moment, so you can see a bit more. This is it. Reducer metal caps in the back and in the front. Wow, that's a piece of glass. Whoa. So, and we have also, this is a M48 thread, so it fits directly to the camera. We have also 3 screws here that allows you to rotate the back, so the camera basically, because this reducer is screwed in here. It's not put in this hole, but it's screwed. So, and we will do this already. First we have this clamp here and another step down ring. Should be all thread out, I think. Yes. And there we go. So you see, that's fits absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Whoa, what I forgot so far. We will have a look a bit more in detail on the focuser. It's rack and pinion style. I like this more for photography than the Crayford because it's just more stable. It can hold more camera weight. There are many Allen screws here to adjust the stiffness or the strength of the pressing. And also a 1/10 reducing here for fine focusing. This is what you can expect from such a scope. It's rotating quite nice. Yes, I think that is fine. I may have to do some minor adjustments here, but I think I will also adopt a motor focuser on it, because I like autofocusing. Most of the time I operate my telescope remote, and there autofocusing is just absolutely needed. You can't do it in any other way, so probably I will go for this too. And we can also look at the lens. It's what we see here, triplet ED Apo TS. Oh yeah, here we can see the native focal ratio is f5.5, and this reducer brings it down to f4.5. So also f5.5 is nice. This might be another option for me, because I like longer focal lengths more. 342 millimeters is really small for my approaches, but yeah, it's basically exactly the thing I want, because this is the mount for it. That's an AZ-EQ5 GT and AZ-EQ5 Pro, I'm sorry. And here we will mount it then, that you can see how it look like. Another thing, I want to use this with different cameras, multiple different cameras. First of all, the ASI 294 MC Pro. That would be the main camera for it, because it's cool, it's highly sensitive, it's, yeah, I have it. So that's the way, that's the camera to go with. But I want to also adopt a full frame DSLR or DSLM on it, and this whole system should illuminate 45 millimeters of image circle, 44 millimeters of image circle. So it is possible for full frame, maybe with a bit vignetting, we will see. But for APS-C size or even the ASI is absolutely fine. There should be no problem. I prepared my ASI 294. The thing is, this reducer defines the position of the camera sensor pretty precise. That means the camera sensor has to be exactly 55 millimeters behind this reducer. Only at this position the image is proper. The stars are sharp also in the edges and not oblonged, starting from the center. But ZWO did a really nice job with their cameras. They provide, maybe you know ASI cameras, they provide you 3 spacers, a 16.5, 21 and an 11 millimeter spacer. Together with the back focus of 6.5 millimeters, this system achieves 55 millimeters exactly. They copied the idea from the DSLRs, because Canon DSLR with an T-thread adapter get 55 millimeters. So basically you just have to screw on the camera and you're fine. That is really nice. That is valid for OSC cameras. That means RGB cameras. If you have a mono camera and filters, then that's a total different thing. With ZWO it's also possible. They have a 20 millimeter filter wheel, so you can adopt this easily. With filter drawer you can do it also, but then you have to calculate some different spacings. There's something missing. Still missing. We have also in the box the base for the finder scope, and this is essential for me because I want to do auto guiding with a finder scope. For 340 millimeters you ultimately not need guiding, to be honest. That should be possible with any mount, but I always do auto guiding if the mount can handle it. So not with a Sky Adventure or so, but with a setup like this, I will do auto guiding. One option is to use an off-axis guider. I'm also a fan of axis guiders, but I just not have the proper one for this connection here, and the guide scope has the very big advantage that you have always stars in the field. There are many stars, plenty of stars in the field, and there is no problem with flexure in it. Guide scope is always a problem when it's too heavy. Then it creates flexure between these mounts here, between all the joints that are introduced in the system. But we are talking about this little one here. It's a bit messy, to be honest. It's a real old 8-50 scope from any Dobson I owned some years ago. But I have adopted a camera holder, and here's an ASI 120mm camera for the guiding in it. So, oops. Have to pay attention. Should not fall over now. I think I will put this under it. So, yeah, basically that's my system. That is nearly ready to go, but not completely. It's not fully completed yet. There's one thing. Even with an Osc camera, you may want to use filters. In my case, this L Pro filter, which increases the contrast. It is not an UHC filter or in a narrowband or something like that, but it cuts down the light pollution a bit and should improve the image. But it's not that trivial to mount it, because when I just screw it somewhere in here, then I would increase the spacing, which is not the proper way, because then the system is not working that good anymore. I never had an L Pro before, so this is really nice. Yeah, and I think I will also do another video about something like this science stuff here. That's a spectral curve of the filter, a transmission curve, and there's something to tell. And this is it. So you can look through easily, but you see an impressive coating on it. I don't want to get this dirty in any way. So, but back to the point, where to screw this filter in. The guys here thought about the same problem, and it is the point that the back of this corrector is just hollow. There's no lens in it, nothing in it, but there's a T2 thread in it. That means the filter is screwed in here. That's a 2-inch filter, by the way. It would also be possible with a smaller one, but then you may get vignetting And I also want to use this filter with any camera. So this 2-inch version here is for me the only valid way to go. So that's it. Filter screwed in the very back of the corrector. Oops. And now we screw this all together again. I dismount this for the moment because it's not needed. Oh, and yeah, now we are at the point when these 3 screws come into account, because all is screwed now, all is screwed together. That means your camera is in any weird position. In my case, maybe you see the name here, it's standing this way, but you want to orientate the camera maybe to 0 degree or 180 or whatever. Basically you do this to adjust it with any other camera, or if you change cameras, something like that, then you want to have the field of view always in the same angle in the sky. And therefore you need these 3 screws. You can slightly loose them a bit, and then you can rotate your camera. I will turn it, for the moment I turn it this way. That's some sort of normal orientation, or yeah, think normal. So that's fine. What a beauty. Also, the color of the clamps and the WOs are working very nice together. That looks really beautiful. I think it's time to put it on there, that you can see it complete. I just set up it completely. That's basically it. Here you have it in its full beauty. So that's an absolutely well-fitting telescope for this kind of mount. I will also put it on my EQ8, maybe piggyback on the big RC telescope. Piggyback to do both kind of photography over the summer, some planetary nebula maybe, or some details with the RC and all the wide field things with this one here. And I think this will definitely work very well. So I'm really excited about it and really excited to get the first images out of it. And I would love if you follow me on this channel, then you will see all the upcoming stuff, all images I take with it, and also the experience with it, if it's working properly, if the distance to the corrector is correct, and you know, all these things that may be a problem. I will face them all. And yeah, so if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So far, thank you very much, and until next time, bye bye.